NWA Wrestling action. Tony Schiavone joining me in the booth. Stu Mayhem and Stu, we are literally days away from the official start of the Great American Bash.
Well, indeed we are, and we're all looking forward to that one. It's going to start on July 1st, take us all the way through the month of July, and we are going to be seeing some amazing action throughout the month.
Well, we're going to be seeing some amazing action right here tonight, live from Texas. We have the United States Heavyweight Champion in action, Sergeant Slaughter, non-title match going up against gorgeous Jimmy Garvin, who is unbeaten here in the NWA since joining us.
That ought to be one heck of a main event, I'll tell you right now. Again, we know Sergeant Slaughter's had his hands full with the Russians, and now you gotta wonder, Jimmy Garvin has done a number on guys like Bill and Randy Mosley up till now, but this time he's gonna have an actual test with Sergeant Slaughter, and I can tell you it won't be anything like the ones he's had with the Mulkins.
No, definitely not. We're also going to see the Rock and Roll Express in action here tonight. So much more action coming your way, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back right after this. All right, fans, we are back here in Texas, and Larry Zbyszko making his way to the ring. You can only imagine what's on his mind. Ever since being tossed aside by the Four Horsemen, we've seen a different attitude out of Larry Zbyszko that we're not used to, but let's see what's on his mind at this point.
It should be no surprise to anybody why I'm out here right now. You see, Arn Anderson, you say it was nothing personal, and it wouldn't be if you'd have come up to me like a man and said, Larry, we're going in a different direction, but you didn't do that. No, what you did is you stabbed me in the back and left me for dead. Well, I'm not dead. What I am... Now, I've been listening to you for a long time out here, whining and crying about all this stuff with the Horsemen. When are you going to shut up and do something about it? Are you telling me that you want to do something about it with me? Or are you just talking right now? Well, listen, right now we are in Texas. Everybody that knows, Terry Funk knows, Terry Funk never turns his back on a fight. Well then, I say if you want to fight, I'll fight. And together, we will go up against the Four Horsemen. What do you think of that? I'm looking forward to the opportunity. Good. Then I'll take care of the details. And Horsemen, you better see what's coming your way during the Great American Bash.
What? Larry Zbyszko and Terry Funk have just created a tag team, it looks like. And they've made it clear they're going after the Horsemen. fans, we are back live from Texas, and we are going to have a very special attraction here right now as Nikita Koloff, who has been wreaking havoc here on the NWA, will be going up against not one but two opponents as he takes on both Randy and Bill Mulkey. I don't like their chances against the Russian Nightmare.
Well, we talked about them a little bit earlier on tonight, and the Mulkeys have had some trouble as of late with guys like gorgeous Jimmy Garvin, and you wonder if they're going to be at 100%, so two of them may not equal Nikita Koloff.
Well, I'm not sure that two of them would equal Nikita Koloff on their best day. All right, we are ready for action. Nikita Koloff knowing he's going to be going after that United States Championship during the Great American Bash, and this is what he considers to be a warm-up.
Oh, he may be considering it a warm-up, but right now we're looking, and it looks like Bill Mulkey's having the best of it. Who would have thought that was going to happen?
All right, Koloff is lying prone in the ring right now as Mulkey is setting up. Nobody home, and now watch out. Nikita Koloff clotheslines him out to the floor.
The referee trying to control Nikita Koloff. Good luck with that. Once again, the Russian Nightmare taking him down, and Mulkey, the victim at this point.
Koloff throws him. Setting him up. Nobody home. Koloff just swats him aside. One hand throws him down. Bill Mulkey is in trouble.
Well, this is more or less what I anticipated seeing, and I'm not surprised. Mulkey just dropped face first across the turnbuckle, and now Nikita Koloff really working out on that head and neck. We talked about the severe injury he sustained several weeks ago at the hands of Jimmy Garvin. There are those that say he shouldn't be in a ring right now, that it's still too soon.
Koloff setting him up now. He's got him up here. Tremendous slam across the ring. Just throws him. Oh, he's going to do it to him again.
Threw him into the ropes that time. His feet got caught up. All the weight come right down on his back. Nothing to break his fall.
And now look at this, Bill Mulkey. Signs of life existing in Mulkey as he manages somehow to hit Koloff with a fence press. Makes the tag to brother Randy. Now the Mulkeys tried some 2-on-1, but that was a short-lived offensive explosion. Look at this, a gutbuster by Randy Mulkey, and now Nikita Koloff. The numbers starting to catch up a little bit. Can you believe this?
Randy Mulkey out on the floor with Nikita Koloff now doing a number on the Russian Nightmare. Perhaps Koloff going to find out that he made a mistake taking on two of these guys at one time.
He's got him up. Ow! Choke slam on the floor. Bill Mulkey and Randy Mulkey now working in tandem once again. So Nikita Koloff getting distracted. Taking him down one more time.
Well, the Koloff right here is making a mistake, turning his back. And now Randy Mulkey with the death press raining down the fists of fury. Oh, he's going to go for a pinfall attempt. Koloff out the back door. Gets a 2 count.
That was dangerously close to an upset, though, if you're Nikita Koloff. Tag is being made now to Bill Mulkey. Back in the ring as Randy steps out. Oh, bad news right here. Nikita Koloff just caught him. Throws him over the top by the throat. Bill Mulkey looking for his brother, trying to find someone to tag. Good luck with that. The Russian Nightmare, Nikita Koloff, continues to brutalize. Could this be it?
Bill Mulkey's in all kinds of trouble as he makes his way to the ropes, but he's having so much trouble getting up.
Nikita's got him over there. He's got a tombstone pile driver. Oh, this should be all she wrote. If he hits with this one, he's got to set up. There it is, the Russian sickle. Goes for the collar, hooks the leg. And it's over. Nikita Koloff sending a loud signal out to Sergeant Slaughter. The Great American Bash less than a week away.
Well, Nikita Koloff, we knew he was a dangerous individual. Now we've seen him go up against 2 men at the same time. You have to wonder if there isn't anything this guy can't do. But going up against Sergeant Slaughter, that's going to be a little bit different than what we saw here tonight.
There is your winner, the former United States Heavyweight Champion, Nikita Koloff. All right, wait. That's Kevin Sullivan.
Unbelievable. Kevin Sullivan has returned here to the NWA.
We've never seen him in the WWF before. This is going to be interesting.
You know something? I've been watching, and things around this place here getting a little boring for me. So I decided it's time that Kevin Sullivan bring his special talents here to the NWA. Now, I'm no idiot. I've looked around, I've watched from afar, and I know one thing. You're never gonna be successful here on your own. Well, I don't plan on being alone. Matter of fact, as we speak, I've already been approaching some of the boys, floating some ideas, if you will. And I'll tell you this right now, Great American Bash, Kevin Sullivan is gonna make his mark. Things are gonna be different around here starting in July. Buckle up, because the summer of Sullivan is just begun.
The summer of Sullivan? What does that mean?
Oh, you can only imagine.
All right, fans, we are back, and we understand we've had some technical difficulties with the audio portion of our program. Of course, we just got done watching Barry Windham get manhandled by Bam Bam Bigelow in the prior match, but the big news was Mike Rotundo walking out on his tag team partner. Not sure what's going through the mind of Mike Rotundo right now as we take a look at the two gentlemen known as Mass Confusion.
Well, I've got to tell you, I'm very surprised that the way things went down in that matchup from start to finish, there will definitely be fallout and repercussions to be felt.
All right, here they are, the NWA Tag Team Champions, Ricky and Robert, the Rock and Roll Express.
Want to give a shout out to DJ Waffles and Michael Ortiz for watching us live on the Nation Network.
We appreciate all of you watching us live on the Nation Network. As we count down the days to the Great American Bash. Rock and Roll Express, this is probably their last warm-up match before the bash begins. Ricky Morton goes to it right away. Oh, he caught him with a stunning European uppercut, back body drop, and Morton onto the apron. Springboard, and no, he missed totally.
Well, Ricky Morton right now, his timing is considerably off, and he does the smart thing by getting out of the ring, recollect himself and his thoughts, his composure, and won't try it again.
Well, it seems to have paid off because that time the forearm right on the money. Mass Superstar with a tremendous clothesline right there. The variation of the cannon clothesline. Of course, he and Sergeant Slaughter had many battles over the years. Slaughter and the Mass Superstar each borrowing from one another as a result of those feuds. Ricky Morton all the way out to the floor.
While Ricky Morton just springboarded himself on top of the Mass Superstar. Morton gives away a lot of size and power, but right now you wouldn't know it.
The Mass Superstar, of course, and legend in professional wrestling, as is that masked Mr. Wrestling, too, beg your pardon. These two men were a tag team many months ago. They had a falling out. They split, and now they're back together again. Ricky Morton with the Boston Crab, but he just doesn't have the strength to hold them down.
Well, tag is made by the Mass Superstar. Now Wrestling 2 is in the ring. That was probably a very good idea on his part.
Here's the tag made. Drop kick. There it is. Robert Gibson's going to go for it.
Morton caught the Mass Superstar, but not enough damage has been done.
From behind now, Gibson. German suplex. Oh, Mr. Wrestling 2.
Well, he got distracted by the fact that both members of the Rock and Roll Express were in the ring. He had to pick his poison, so to speak. He took Ricky Morton to the turnbuckle, but we see how that turned out.
Tag is made. Once again, there it is. The Rock and Roll drop kick, and it's still not quite enough.
And now Wrestling 2 is going to try. Wait a minute. Ricky Morton falling out the back and drops Wrestling 2.
Snaps the neck. Ricky Morton now, what's he going to do? Going all the way up to the top rope. Feast or famine from here. Oh, and he caught him. So close indeed. Fans, when the NWA and the Great American Bash come through your town, look at this! Sunset flip out to the floor. And now Ricky Morton putting a stretch on him, but Wrestling 2 is going to survive. Look at Ricky Morton, he just caught him with a DDT. Fans, when the Great American Bash comes through your city, you're going to want to get a ticket. You're going to want to see this live, close and personal. Ricky Morton, what's he doing? He's got him up on the top. No way.
Is he?
Oh, my. He suplexed him all the way to the concrete floor.
This crowd is on its feet. Everybody here in Texas standing.
Tag is made. Robert Gibson, now the legal man. Oh, nobody home.
Well, he saw Morton having a lot of success, decided to go a little high risk himself. Didn't pay off as well for him.
Go for the belly to belly, it looks like, but Mr. Wrestling 2 having none of it. Working the solid right hands. And Gibson goes down. There's the $1 million knee lift, and Robert Gibson is in trouble. Oh, it's an upset.
What an upset victory that was. Ricky Morton dominated the match. Robert Gibson, right? Well, we're looking back at some of these moments. Here's that rock and roll drop kick. That's normally all they need to get the win. But then we're going to see what happens later here. Again, Ricky Morton on point. Robert Gibson comes in, takes the knee left, and it's over. That's an upset in anybody's book right there. Mass confusion may have just propelled themselves to that #1 tag team championship contender status here in the NWA.
Well, I'll tell you right now, fans, I in a million years was not expecting to see that one. All right, fans, more action coming to you here this week from the NWA out of Texas. We are looking at him right here, the Dragon, Ricky Steamboat. He's going to be going up against a member of the Four Horsemen in Tully Blanchard. Advance. We've talked about it, but let's get into the weeds a little bit. The Nature Boy Ric Flair will defend the world title 20 times during the month of July. Those contracts, a lot of them have already been signed. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat has his name on one. He will be competing against the Nature Boy for the world title. You have to wonder if Tully Blanchard is going to try and weaken him down a bit, maybe do some injury, go after a leg, knowing that'll help Ric Flair later on. Some of the other names that we know will be going up against the Nature Boy Ric Flair during the Great American Bash will include another Dragon, and Tatsumi Dragon Fujinami from the Orient has come over to sign a contract. He'll face him as we get a look at Tully Blanchard. We're also going to be seeing guys like Bruiser Brody. Bruiser Brody has come on board and signed a contract. He'll have a match against the Nature Boy for the world title. Magnum TA, his suspension ends on the 4th of July. Magnum TA will be challenging the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Another name just recently signed, Ron Simmons, former FSU standout. Ron Simmons will be in the ring with the Nature Boy Ric Flair for the world title during the Great American Bash. And that list is filling up quickly, fans.
If you're Ric Flair, you've got to be concerned about the 20 and 30 because it's not going to be an easy road for him to haul.
It will be a challenge, no doubt about it, but Ric Flair has proven time and time again he is more than up for it. As Tully Blanchard goes outside the ring. Steel chair! Well, we talked about it early on that he is going to try and soften Ricky Steamboat up. This is a Falls Count Anywhere match in case we neglected to mention it. So that is all legal.
And my question is this, Ricky Steamboat has always been a fan favorite. He's always been a good guy. Is he going to have what it takes to deal with this type of environment? Can he pick up a steel chair and swing it as well as anybody else? Or is he going to be too worried about his overall popularity?
Well, I don't know that it would hurt his popularity if he picked that chair up right now, wrapped it around the head of Tully Blanchard, because Blanchard is hard-pressed to find a fan here ringside. This thing's spilling all over the floor. Blanchard with a belly-to-belly suplex. Follows it up with a big elbow, drop down across the sternum of Ricky Steamboat. I want to say a shout out to Matt Ingram for watching us on the Nation Network. Fans, we remind you, you can follow us as well on Twitter at Invasion Nation. As Ricky Steamboat now firing back with those knife-edge chops. Down across the head, the chest lighting up on Tully Blanchard.
You're not kidding. You can see the welt starting to form on the pectoral of Tully Blanchard. And now it is Ricky Steamboat going to work on the knee.
Well, we asked the question if he could get down and dirty, and he's starting to bring that side of him out. Went for the neckbreaker. Steamboat having nothing to do with it. Monkey flips him here on the concrete floor as the referee watching on from a safe distance. And now the Dragon dropping the fist to the head of Tully Blanchard.
Well, right now, the ring is nothing more than an obstacle because these guys have taken it out to the floor since almost the very beginning. And now Steamboat cinching deep on that sleeper hole. This could be it.
No, Tully Blanchard managing to get out. Good thing for him he did because he was fading fast from looks of things. Blanchard now with the suplex, goes down, covers. Referee is there. 1, 2, and Steamboat out the back door.
Just barely out in time is Ricky Steamboat. And once again, Tully Blanchard with the steel chair.
Just nailed him in the head with it. That could be all. DDT on the floor.
Steamboat holding his head. He's in trouble. He may have suffered a concussion after that one.
The Dragon fighting his way back again. What's good for the goose, good for the gander. Retaliates with a DDT of his own on the concrete floor. That might be enough to put him away.
Somehow Tully Blanchard managing to get a shoulder up off the mat, but he didn't have much conviction behind that.
These two men really beating the crap out of one another here. Texas used to seeing a brawl. Well, they're getting one here tonight. Look at this, Blanchard. No way.
Tully Blanchard tried to humiliate Ricky Steamboat, and he almost did it.
Had he gone down for the cover, had he hooked the leg, he'd probably be the winner of this match right now. Now Steamboat bringing it back to the ring. What's he going to do, though? What is Steamboat thinking? Off the top rope, he comes down on Blanchard.
And now Tully Blanchard once again reclaiming the momentum in this one. This time he goes for the cover again, doesn't hook the leg. We'll see if it matters, and it does.
Tully Blanchard, former United States champion, former television champion. The guy knows how to win. Of course, former tag team champion multiple occasions. Always a little surprised when somebody with the pedigree of Tully Blanchard decides not to hook a leg in a moment where you know he's got a really legitimate chance of winning a match. You're going up against a guy like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. You cannot take those opportunities lightly. Steamboat, what's he going to do here? Oh, face first on the steel chair.
Somehow Tully Blanchard is still alive, kicking off Steamboat, but man, that had to do some damage.
Blanchard fights right back, however, as he taunts the crowd here at ringside. What do these guys got to do to score a win? Man, that's a dangerous suplex right there. You see the leg of Steamboat still draped up across the guardrail. Steamboat didn't kick out of that. He barely even shrugged out. Ricky Steamboat is in all kinds of trouble, and now Tully Blanchard targeting the arm. Is he actually out here doing Ric Flair's dirty work?
Well, whether or not Tully Blanchard wins this match, it's pointless because Ric Flair will be not having to deal with a Ricky Steamboat that's at 100%.
Well, here comes a steel chair again, but Steamboat out of the way.
No, he was out of the way on the first, but he caught the second one right between the eyes.
Look at Tully Blanchard going to work methodically on every limb. Battering the head, going to work on the arms. We saw earlier going to work on the leg. Oh, another DDT, and Ricky Steamboat has been busted wide open.
The blood cascading down the face, and the Ricky Steamboat quickly to face becoming a crimson mass. Referee might have to just put this one out.
Not again! Oh, the steel chair! Steamboat's out. Referee needs to stop this one. It's over.
Well, I agree. The referee should step in at this point because Steamboat is in trouble.
Big suplex right there, and again, Tully Blanchard will get the win this time. That, I have to tell you, is a little bit of a surprise to me. Not so much that Tully Blanchard won, but the way he scored the pinfall.
Well, we take a look back here. These DDTs really did a number on both men, you could say. But clearly, Ricky Steamboat took the brunt of it all. Look at this. The arrogance of Tully Blanchard is just unmeasured.
Blanchard, tell the referee, don't touch me. I got this. There is your winner, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Goes into the Great American Bash knowing he's got a date with destiny as he takes on the Nature Boy Ric Flair. But what will be left of him going into that match? That is the question right now on most people's minds. Fans, when we come back, the United States champion Sergeant Slaughter will be in action. All right, fans, we are back. We have seen some pretty interesting things taking place here this week. NWA Pro Wrestling. Entering the ring at this time, gorgeous Jimmy Garvin.
Well, gorgeous Jimmy Garvin has been on fire since coming here to the NWA. We mentioned earlier on the program the damage he's done to the Monkeys. He's gone undefeated thus far here in his NWA run and now has an opportunity in a non-title match to take on a legend in his own right, Sergeant Slaughter.
Well, there is the U.S. Heavyweight Champion, Sergeant Slaughter.
As we mentioned earlier, the title is not on the line here in this one, but you've got to believe that if Jimmy Garvin were able to pull off the win, that would change that very quickly.
Well, if he continues his unbeaten streak, then that would also have a role in how quickly he gets a U.S. title shot. But yes, you're right. A win over Slaughter here tonight's got to propel him quickly to the top of the ranks.
on what is almost the eve of the Great American Bash. Huge opportunity coming its way for Jimmy Garvin, who's down early in this one.
Well, Sergeant Slaughter wasting no time at all. Going to work on gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. He's not going to allow Garvin to build any momentum as he just goes to work with those combat-style boots of his. Sergeant Slaughter sending Garvin all the way out to the floor. You know, I talked to Sergeant Slaughter before the show began and asked him what he thought about this match coming up. He called out the fact that Garvin did the things that Slaughter referred to as atrocities against Mulkey. And that if he wants to go out and try and make a name for himself by putting guys like Mulkey out of wrestling, that perhaps tonight would be a night for retribution and tonight would be a night for him to teach him a lesson. So Slaughter may not be concerned with a win as much as a beating, which is exactly what he's been handing out to get Jimmy Garvin in this one. Back into the ring he goes. Slaughter comes back in as well. Both men will beat the count. Oh, Jimmy Garvin caught Slaughter and slammed him hard to the mat.
I'll tell you, the ring just jumped about 4 inches in the air off the impact of that one. Now the momentum is going with Jimmy Garvin. Let's see what he can do with it.
Well, as you can see, that momentum was short-lived as Slaughter once again finding his mark. He's got Garvin turned to the inside out with a neck breaker. Slaughter hooks the leg, gets one, and that's all you're going to get. Jimmy Garvin still way too early in the match.
Maybe so, but Sergeant Slaughter just letting Jimmy Garvin know that at any point in time, if he decides he wants to, he's going to try and put this away.
What is Slaughter doing from behind? Neck breaker. What a move. Doing a number on Jimmy Garvin, who reverses the Irish whip. Slaughter out to the apron.
Well, Jimmy Garvin making a mistake right there. He had an opportunity, did not seize it.
What's happening here? Slaughter waiting on Garvin to get to his feet. He does. And again, sends him all the way out to the floor.
Well, the drill sergeant very comfortable taking somebody out behind the barracks, so to speak, and that's what he's doing right here.
Oh, drives an elbow down into the face of Jimmy Garvin. Not sure how long he'll remain gorgeous if that happens.
And now the United States champion all the way to the top rope, and he wants Jimmy Garvin on his feet.
Slaughter gonna go up the top rope with a cannon clothesline. Thought the match would have been over with that, but Garvin with a level of desperation now, bringing Slaughter back in the hard way. DDT by Jimmy Garvin.
Goes for the cover. He hooks the leg. Will that be enough?
2 count, all you gotta get. Going for the suplex, brainbuster. Jimmy Garvin with a brainbuster. He caught him, hooks the leg. We could have an upset right here.
Well, Slaughter just barely getting the shoulder up off the mat.
That was so close right there. Unbelievable. Well, momentum and the tide of this one has changed, and now Jimmy Garvin suddenly showing that all of these victories up to this point were not by fluke. as he is standing toe-to-toe with Sergeant Slaughter.
Now Garvin planting him up on the top rope, but Slaughter prepared for that one. Went for the sledgehammer, but he got caught. Garvin turned that one on Slaughter, who's in trouble.
Slaughter managing to get the shoulders out at the last possible second. Big knee lift by Sergeant Slaughter. He has stunned Jimmy Garvin. He covers with a leg hook, and Garvin just barely beats the count. Want to send a shout out to Cam watching live on the Nation Network. It's your boy. And now here's the Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Followed in, Jimmy Garvin running in with a knee. Slaughter throws him off.
I'll tell you right now, Jimmy Garvin has really made a case for himself, win, lose, or draw this one, because he has just battled back from what was an onslaught early on.
Garvin turns it into a fireman's carry. Indeed, he has switched the momentum in this one. Now he goes to work on the arm. Smart move by Garvin. If he can do damage to that arm, that takes away the Slaughter cannon. Drops him with a DDT. Slaughter busted wide open.
Jimmy Garvin also out of stamina right now, though. Goes for the cover, drapes an arm over to Sarge. Gets two. Slaughter fighting his way out of it, though.
These two men, you talk about leaving it all in the ring. Jimmy Garvin, his last breath practically on that one. Going for the brainbuster. We may be looking at the biggest upset of the year. 1, 2. Slaughter comes out.
I thought it was all over with that one. I didn't think there was any chance for Sarge.
Garvin off the ropes, dropping the elbow, stomping in the face. We mentioned earlier that gorgeous Jimmy Garvin felt the urgency. Well, now he's a desperate man as he beats on the knee of Sergeant Slaughter. Somewhere in the back, you know Nikita Koloff is watching this very closely. Slaughter throwing him back into the ring. Elbow down right across the face.
Once again, the big knee lift. Jimmy Garvin brings Slaughter over to the ropes. What's he going to do here? Hooks away.
Oh, he's got his feet up on the rope. Referee doesn't see it. And Slaughter still able to somehow kick out. Slaughter rolls it up.
Jimmy Garvin is outside the ropes. Referee doesn't see that one either.
Well, the referee is focusing on the shoulders, but you're right. He's missing a lot of other things. And now, what's he going to do? Slaughter driving the body of Jimmy Garvin from the top rope to the middle of the ring.
Sergeant Slaughter appears to be a little out of gas himself. That could be a mistake, turning his back on Garvin, who's trying to make it to the ring ropes just to get back up.
And now Slaughter ramming the head of Jimmy Garvin into the mat. He said he was going to bully the bully. Look at that move right there by Jimmy Garvin. What a tremendous counter. Move to the midsection. DDT, and Slaughter is in trouble.
Man, Sergeant Slaughter is on the receiving end of one of the most brutal beatdowns I have seen in a very long time.
Jimmy Garvin sizing him up. What's he going to do? Going for the brainbuster. And he caught him again.
This is going to be huge.
He got Unbelievable.
And the win streak continues for gorgeous Jimmy Garvin, unbeaten here in the NWA.
Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin and Sergeant Slaughter just went to war.
And much to my surprise, as well as many of the fans here ringside who are in total disbelief, Jimmy Garvin pulls out an unbelievable victory.
Well, we talked about it early on, but this has got to propel him to the top of the standings when it comes to that U.S. title. There is your winner, gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. Can you believe it? Fans, the Great American Bash kicks off July 1st. We want you to join us. The only place to see it is right here on the Nation Network. We'll be going live. Ric Flair defending the title 20 times in 30 days. Until next time, Tony Schiavone for Stu Mayhem saying good night, everyone.